Going to another edition of the e-learning segment. This afternoon, we will be continuing with our lesson on God, His creation, and His attributes. In our previous lesson, we looked at who God was. We also defined the Supreme Being, we defined creation, and then also added that there are three main types of religions in Ghana. And each of the religious bodies or each of the religions have their various concepts or beliefs of the creation story in the world. So first you look at the Christian concept of creation. That is the belief Christians have as to how creation was done. When you come with me to the board, there is a little introduction for this topic, and it says, according to Christians, God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. God created the world, that is, the universe was created within 6 days, and then during the 7th day, God rested. It means nothing was created. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, which of course is known to every one of us. The heavens and earth was created, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the earth. When it was created, there was nothing like light, and there was nothing like shape. The earth did not have any shape. It was void, it was shapeless, and there was darkness. So on the first day, God created light and darkness. And this light and darkness is what God called day and night. So when I proceed, you understand what I'm trying to mean. God said, let there be light, and there was light. This is telling us that the day and the night was not created, but was pronounced, and then it came into being. God said, let there be light, and light came. And then afterwards he said, let there be light, and the light came, as I said. So he said, God said, let there be light, and there was light. After he said that the light should come, he saw that the light was good. When he saw that the light was good, he then divided the light from the darkness. He separated the light from the darkness, and then was placed at different positions. And he called the light day, as I first said. The light was what we call now as day, and then the darkness is what we refer to as night. During the second day, he created the sky, that is heaven, and water bodies. Second day, he created the heaven, and that's the sky, and the water bodies. And then when it was created, he said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters which were under the firmament from the waters. And I'll talk of firmament. It is what we call the sky. Firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and he called the firmament sky. So the firmament I'm calling or mentioning is what he called sky, and it was done to separate the waters above and then the waters below the earth. On the third day, he created the dry land, and that is the earth in which we dwell, the earth in which we find ourselves. He also created plants or vegetation and the sea. He said, let the dry land appear. So the dry land was also called upon to come, and then it was placed at where we find it. And it was so. He called the waters sea. So the dry land is what we call the earth, and then the waters is what we call the sea. And these were all not created by God with his hands, but he called upon them, and then they came into being. He ordered the earth to bring forth vegetation. So you all agree with me that none of the vegetation we see around was grown or planted by God, but just that when he commanded the earth to be placed or to come, it came forth, or it came along with vegetation, and then plants. And vegetation are simply plants growing at a particular place. So the plant yielding seed and fruit tree yielded after its kind. God saw that all that he made was good. He saw that all the things that he called for was good, and then all the things that he created was also perfect. On the fourth day, he created the moon, the sun, and the stars, and this is what we call the luminaries. In Arabic, we call it luminaries. He said, "Let there be light in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, let them be for seasons, let them be for days, let them be for years," and so on and so forth. And the lesser light, such as the moon and the stars, to rule the night. That is why we see the moon and the stars appearing at night, and then the sun during the day. This is where time will permit us to end today's lesson. We will continue with our lesson on the 5th day, the 6th day, to know what was also created before God taking his rest on the 7th day. I believe you will read about it before we meet for our next lesson. Thank you very much for making the class successful.